Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. This is Aki and Madrilazil, back with another quick lesson. Also want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned this truth from. Shalom, Barakatham. Yeah, I'm here again at it, and I saw this, you know, this clip right here regarding, this chick she perceived to be, you know, Israel, but I don't know where her father, you know, goes to, but it perceived she could not be, she may be, then again she could not be, because only reason why I say she could be part of Israel is because she's uh, actually looking at the video from as she expressed her, you know, life experience. She was, you know, homeless, on drugs, etc. So it seems like to me, she's going through the curses. But, you know, what pretty much stood out was the title of this video, and it says Ex Witch warns witchcraft expanding, says Hollywood releases spells over the viewers. So pretty much that's what we're living in, man. Esau, Edom, you know, in his kingdom, he's the serpent, you know, and that's what he promotes, man. He promotes witchcraft, and that's what Hollywood is anyway. And the brothers, brothers actually go into that. Hollywood actually, stems from Hollywood. The so-called wand that they use, witchcraft. But I want to let this video play and then get some precepts.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. My first question, before we dig into the meat of this interview, you were very heavily involved in witchcraft at one point in your life. Just really quickly, for people who don't know your testimony, who don't know your story, how did you get involved in witchcraft?
Yeah, around the age of 13, I was started to get depressed. I was being bullied at school, and even though I was in a Christian home, my parents did the best they could, but they were heavily on the side of just abuse, and so
I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm not gonna play the entire, but you got the where you can see the entire video. This was published like it says 10 months ago, so this is back in 2021. When this was pretty much published, or put on YouTube or whatnot. But if you actually look at this lady's neck right there, the bottom of her neck, you see where her shirt is, you can tell, because I looked at the video, thoroughly. She's, you know, experiencing what Noah, Salakia, what Moses' sister Miriam went through, man. She has what you call leprosy. You can look at the bottom of her neck and you can see it, and you got to pause it, actually look, but her hands, you know, so she's, and that's another indication that, I think, she's an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? But I could be wrong, but based on that, you can see the leprosy, and also, she goes into, you know, her past, how she was, she said she was going through issues at school, home being abusive. She said she was homeless. She was, um, on drugs, etc. So, that's the curses. So that's why she perceived to me to be an Israelite. But she goes into it that she accepted, witchcraft as, a form of being, how can I say it? Well, she pretty much accepted witchcraft in her life. She turned due to her, situation in her life. She said she turned to witchcraft first, and then later on she turned into, plantation Christianity, Cesare Borgia, But in general, what she's, what she turned to, man, that is one of the main reasons why Israel fell off, man. You know, because we were being disobedient. So let me get some a couple precepts. I'm gonna start. Yeah, this the book of Second Kings, chapter 17. I'm gonna start at Salakia, verse 7. And actually, verse 7 goes into Salakia. Verse 7 goes into why Israel failed, and it says, "For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua their power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other gods." And let's read a New Living Translation on the right. 2 Kings 17 and 7. This disaster came upon the people of Israel because they worshiped other gods. They sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, their power, who had brought them safely out of Egypt and had rescued them from the power of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. You know, um, I'm gonna go to the point. I'm gonna jump down a couple of verses to verse. Yeah, let's go to 16. And they left all the commandments of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai their power, and made them molten images, even two calves, and made a grove, and worshiped all the hosts of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do devil Salaki, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to provoke him to anger. So that's what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that's what Salaki, that's what made us fall, is to what, we started worshiping other idols or so-called gods, you know, um, doing witchcraft, sorcery, and things of that nature. Let's go into the word um, enchantment.
Strong's H 5172. Nahash. Nahash.
Nahash. And it says what? To practice divination, divine, observe signs, learn by experience, diligently observe, practice, fortune telling, take as an omen. See, that's another one. Fortune telling, you see, these well, she's not on TV anymore, but they had this lady, I forgot her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of her name. Uh, 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 she was a well, what you want to say, fortune teller. Uh, I can't think of this lady's name, but it's not too important. Let's go into Strong's definition. It says a primitive group properly to hiss. And what does a snake does, man? A snake hisses, man. We know this is Esau, Edom, the devil, that old serpent kingdom, man. So like Salakia, like this her video is titled Ex Witch Warns Witchcraft Expanding, says Hollywood releases spell over viewers. And we know that, the Amalekites, which is Esau Edom, the head of the tribe of Esau, they control Hollywood, man. You know, actually it's Hollywood, man. A lot of weird stuff goes on in Hollywood, man. You know, and this ain't you know, slander. You can Google this for yourself, or you can look on videos like videos on YouTube of these entertainers, and they're coming out against, how wicked the Hollywood industry is, the music industry is, the entertainment business in general, how wicked it is, man. You know, I'm gonna read again. This is the Strong's definition. It says what? A primitive root properly to hiss, man, i.e., whisper, a magic spell. He said hiss, like I just said, this is the devil, this Esau Edom's kingdom, that old serpent, man. Now let's go into right here. It says the Hebrew Tadad lexicon. It's like a Hebrew Chaldee lexicon. If you go down to where it says, it's like in Leviticus 19 and 26, Deuteronomy 18 and 10, it says 2 Kings 17 and 17, 21 and 6. It says some understand this right here, divination by serpents, man. This is a divination by serpents right here, man. So we already know that this Esau Edom's kingdom, divination by serpents, man. So this whole Babylon the Great vibration is on the witchcraft, man. And that's what one of the main reasons what led to Israel to fall, man, is witchcraft, man. Worshiping these other idols. And the biggest idol is Cesare Borgia, fake white man Jesus, which this lady right here, like I said earlier, she appears to be an Israelite, because if you listen to the video, she goes into, her life, and and it seems like she's under the curses, man. And then if you look at her, she's suffering from leprosy, man. It's all in her hands, underneath her neck. You gotta look closely, but yeah, she's suffering from leprosy, man. So she's under the curses. But my point is, what, man? Repent, Israel. We gotta come out of this place, man. We can't following the footsteps of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, so-called white people nation. This is the devil's that old serpent. This is his kingdom. So we gotta go back to our power, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And I'm gonna get one precept. Salaki. I'm gonna get one precept. Hold on 1 second. Salaki, give me one. Let's go to the book of Exodus 22. It says 22 and 18. It says right here, it says, Salaki, let's go to, Says this is the sun-dry laws. It's a social responsibility. Right here, book of Exodus 22:18, it said, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." And you know what that means. Let's go into it. What witch means.
Strong's H 3784. Kashaf. Kashaf.
To practice witchcraft or sorcery. To use witchcraft, sorcery, sorceries, sorcerer, sorceries. Primitive root, to whisper a spell, i.e., to enchant, man. Same as enchantment, man. It's the same thing, man. So we know this is the serpents, which is the hiss, you know, whisper. Same thing. Enchantment. Using enchantment is the hiss. What do a snake does? A snake hisses, hiss, man. You know. So that's that double Esau Edom self-proclaimed white man. This is what he's doing, man. Through his media, through his movies, you know, making you comfortable with this, you know, LGBTXYZ culture, you know, promoting deaf culture amongst our people. You know, all this is witchcraft, man. All this is sorcery, man. So, and just like the precept says right here, man, Exodus 22:18, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." That's why this whole kingdom is going to burn, man. This whole kingdom, which is the queendom of Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to burn, man. It's going to be destroyed, man, because this is a wicked kingdom, man, led by sorcery, witchcraft, and the source of it is Esau, Edom, man. That devil, that old serpent, man, which is Satan, man. You know, he's going to be destroyed, man. And I'm gonna just end it off there. Before I end it, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Again, this is your Aki and Madril Azil. The Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Also, want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned this truth from. Till next time, repent, Israel. You know, come back to your power, which is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Till next time, Shalom, Barakathon.